going into the Nutty Putty Cave. I'll go down to
Welcome,
the
adventurer. I'm Brandon, and I'll be your voice guide through the Nutty Putty Cave.
Okay.
Alongside this narration, you'll find
Yeah,
10...
let me skip this. Alright. That's your tails. See this? Tails, you would be... So we came out of... There somewhere. What? Oh. Alright, what's this?
As you already know, Nutty Putty Cave is located west of Utah Lake in Utah County, United States. Despite its big reputation, the cave isn't actually that large. The total mapped length is about 1,355 to 1,400 feet, with a depth of roughly 145 feet. From this point, the cave splits into two routes. You can head left to enter the maze, or go right toward the famous Big Slide. For the full experience, I recommend starting on the left. Let's go there now.
Assuming this is the left.
Look at your watch. The percentage shows how much of the cave you've already explored. Remember, you can rewind or pause the audio guide at any time using the tablet or the menu, which opens by pressing and holding the right stick. Hold it now and try adjusting the audio by touching the on-screen icons.
Wacky. I did. Brandon. That's your name.
Look at your watch. The percentage shows how much. Look at your. Remember, you can rewind, which opens by pressing and holding the right stick.
Is that it?
Hold it now and try adjusting the audio by touching the on-screen icons. Hold it now and try adjusting the audio.
That's all Brandon's giving me. What we got? Whatever. There we go. So we made it. Like some YouTube lighting, but
Here we are. This section of the passage is called the Maze, and you'll soon see why. Sculpted by hot water in some unusual forms, it's given many adventurers their first taste of getting lost here. You see, Nutty Putty is a hydrothermal cave.
what?
Instead of being carved by rainwater seeping down, it formed through hydrothermal activity. Its origin is also hypogenic, meaning superheated, mineral-rich water rose from below and dissolved the rock from the inside out. Quite unusual compared to most limestone caves. Take a look and let's proceed further to the big room.
That's funny. Alright, let's see. Let's do this way. Looks probably the tightest area. So I think you can get close to find animals. Is that my temperature? Or like okay, this temperature. Oh, that's the bigger one.
Welcome to the big room. Compared to most cave sections, it feels open, tall, and almost comfortable. Many cavers pause here to catch their breath before moving on, so stay a while and listen. The cave was discovered in 1960 by a teenage caver named Dale Green, who went on to explore and document many caves in Utah. It's said Dale Green originally thought of calling it Silly Putty, but later decided Nutty Putty sounded better. Can't argue here. The cave takes its name from its soft clay-like texture made of silicon dioxide, the same mineral found in sand. As it formed upward through superheated water, depositing calcite, other minerals were also left behind, creating a complex structure. That's why many passages are wet and filled with sticky clay, while in other places, the walls are made up of cherty limestone, sometimes coated with a thin layer of powdery calcite. Mind you, we're basically crawling through an entire semester's worth of physics and chemistry.
Oh yeah, look at that. You're good. Alright. Let's see up. That one guy. Basically, it's just straight to that's not realistic. You know, Brandon was not only whenever he said this place is massive. Helmet.
The Helmet Eater. Why the name? Nutty Putty Cave became a favorite training ground for Boy Scouts, adventure groups, and college students, many of whom had their helmets bitten by its tight passages. The narrow, twisting tunnels offered just enough challenge that countless adventurers, including teens and scouts, squeezed in only to get stuck for hours, sometimes overnight, before being rescued. Thanks to its nearby location and the novelty of caving, it also earned a quirky reputation as a local date cave, where students would bring partners for a rugged outing. It's definitely harder to escape your date here. Well, all in all, these stories contributed to the cave's reputation as both an adventurous and somewhat hazardous place.
I like this little piton feature. Piton. Eton. The crack.
We're approaching the end of this section of the cave. Got yourself warmed up? Good. Perhaps it's due to its hydrothermal past. Temperatures inside Nutty Putty remain around 55 degrees Fahrenheit or 12.7 degrees Celsius year-round. That may not seem very cold, but remember that movement through the cave is slow and the body has little chance to warm up through circulation. For caving, it's therefore recommended not only to have a helmet, flashlight, and sturdy boots, but also warm, preferably waterproof clothing. Once you feel you've seen everything here, let's head back to the entrance and explore the second part of the cave.
Where did I get that from? My head? Oh, wait, hold up. I think I know what this is for. I drop my piton right here. Drop it on my head. See, and you hang. That's cool. I can't get rid of it. I see now we gotta go all the way back. Nah, because gang, Sammy didn't want to. Alright, let's see. Let's find that way. This is crazy. Oh, it's really in like. Alright, so we're here. The big slide.
Feel like sliding? You're not alone. At the height of its popularity, the cave drew more than 5,000 visitors a year. So much traffic wore the rocks smooth, and experts warned that a fatal accident was only a matter of time in one of its main features, a long 45-degree chamber known as the Big Slide, where we are right now. Those safety concerns, along with the growing damage caused by constant use, led to the cave's temporary closure in 2006. They're also the reason for the ladder you'll find at the end of this section. Be careful on your way down. You don't want to meet your end here, especially in a place meant for a very different kind of rebirth we'll soon discover.
Fell. Can I put my thing right here? That would be cool. Good. Let's see. Oh, automatically does it. This is neat. Water. I need some water. You should clean off your hands too. Even though the water is extremely dirty. Cool feature. Big black sign. That's horrid. That's horrid. Oh, it's not.
The corridor to the left leads to Ed's Push and the story of what happened there. The corridor to the right takes you to the threshold of one of the cave's most famous sections. Its name speaks for itself and has long been a magnet for many spelunkers who came here straight from the entrance. I believe there's little point in describing it further. This is something you'll simply have to experience.
Right, we'll
see you on the other side.
Let's go.
You're approaching the site of John Jones' tragic accident. How did it happen? On November 24th, 2009, John Edward Jones became trapped in Nutty Putty Cave after entering a tight, uncharted passage that he mistakenly believed was part of the well-known birth canal route. Instead, he had crawled into an unmapped fissure that was far narrower than expected. The passage
What is
sloped
that?
downward and constricted as it went, forcing him headfirst into a nearly vertical section where his body became wedged. Entering headfirst made it nearly impossible for him to reverse or maneuver once he was stuck. Despite more than 24 hours of effort, rescuers were unable to free him as the combination of the cave's fragile geology, the limits of physics, and human endurance made extraction impossible. In the aftermath, authorities made the difficult decision to leave his body where it was and permanently seal the cave, rather than risk more lives in a recovery attempt.
Zombies, drone, food, drones. That's where I got lost. Wait. This for you. I'm stuck here. There you go. Here. There. Let's go over here. Yo. What did the queso exit? Yo. This is massive. Where we go now? Right here. Or we go down here. Alright, so let's go up. Because this is a border crawl. Down here is... What is this? Does this have a name? No, what's the name? Imagine it's stuck right there. This is still part of the birth for now. No, that's definitely has to be from a diver that got stuck down here. Infrared. I don't know what infrared can do. But we got infinite stuff. What's down here? This we already. Just this. Our brains are wee. Alright. What our character stuff for us? I mean, at least nothing. So. Yo, Jazz, that aura. Let me out! Probably use. I'm putting this for all the next divers that are not gonna come here because this place is closed. Right here, so you can lift yourself up in it. And then this one, gets us two.
Even before Jones's death and the permanent closure of the cave, There were many cases of people getting lost here, with Boy Scouts being perhaps the most frequently rescued group over the years. Some veterans recall that the early explorations were much more wild, muddy, improvised, and with little preparation. In later years, rules, managed access, and safety protocols were introduced to prevent accidents and protect the cave from littering. Tired and panicked visitors had sometimes abandoned helmets, clothing, dead batteries, and other items, things that not only spoiled the sense of exploration, but in the dark, wet passages could cause dangerous accidents. The guiding rule in Nutty Putty was simple: never squeeze into a place you might not be able to get back out of. Here, you can squeeze through anywhere. If you feel stuck, try moving your head in line with your hands to push forward or back out.
Thank you, Brandon. I think her name was Brandon. Vane Valley. In a minute. Start. Here, I'm gonna start something. No, I'm not gonna drop it. See, put it into loosely. Go like this. Alright, it tastes like Groven. Billy Bob.
We're now traveling through Vane Alley, another biologically named section of the cave. Names like this, as well as the aorta crawl and the birth canal, are not merely metaphors for the vein-like network of winding passages.
Oh, the aorta.
They also reflect the cave's unique ecosystem, which hosts an endemic fauna. Various insects and bats have specifically adapted to survive in these dark, narrow chambers, making Nutty Putty not only a remarkable geologic formation, but also a site of considerable biological interest. The alley has several branches. If you want to achieve a 100% exploration rating of the cave, try to visit them all. The Vane Alley marks the end of the right route through the cave. So when you feel you've had enough, you can make your way back to the entrance.
Which I will. So show. What can I? Yeah. I can just go home from here. Peace on to the rest of you. Man, yeah, like, it's a little bit like that, but like, I'm hoping all the other climbers that I'm never gonna come back here. That was hard enough. This place is closed. Wait. Oh wait, no, I remember driving this one. Wait, did I do that? We're gonna put on fully planted python of where I haven't been. Put it up there. Because we are a faux show. Well, I do need it. I could possibly need it. Yeah, if you got stuff baby. Actually, you would die. Right there. I'm sorry for anyone who did die there. Massive RIP to you. Massive damage. we could have gotten. It's the backyard thing where you can do illegal crime. Yes, that's this one. Complete and done. Oh yeah, I'm mega minding it. Tired. Rock. Put your rock like on your head where this thing comes off. I didn't even know this thing existed. But it comes out. Get on. Poor the stupid cave. It's so hot. This stupid VR being on my I was gonna what? Alright, it doesn't work. Alright, I've explored enough of this. Right. Let's exit. Menu. Oh goodness. Oh, menu. I said menu. That saves your progress, so if you ever get become a guide for future. Sounds good. So yeah, nutty putty. Drive almost explored. Why is it in sand? Arcade. Uh-oh. Are we doing this one?
And its own.
Sweet.
Whoa! Wish I
Oh,
could
we are
move like
racing.
that.
What do I do next? What? What? Oh.
Smooth move.
This thing actually has purpose. No. Disappear. No. I'm not serious. Leave. Leave. You can die. Die apparently. Golly. How is our plane? Taurus, look at the nutty buddy. Or abyss. Fog. Yo, you're not crawling in. I could do these. Oh, that's not closing. Don't look down. Oh, this is the end of the Nutty Buddy cave. It's hot. I'm gonna try to get disposed at appropriate time.